had a dark cloud over it. That's for starters. Had a dark cloud, had a bad name. Once you mention Irish tongue, they figure, well, it is gangs and stuff like that.
Nestled in the small community known as McKnight, the Irish Town Primary School, like the community in which it is located, was once known for its volatility.
The school compound wasn't entirely fenced, so we had issues, with persons coming on the school and vandalizing the property to the extent that it affected the teachers and the students as well.
But today the school is well on its way to becoming a beacon in the community, as the principal and staff have embarked on a strategy to change the image of the school, change the behavior of the students, and to boost students' self-esteem and self-worth.
Came a point where I did my own survey, and I found out that the type of aggressive behavior, one of the main factors was that they were punished at home, corporal punishment, and then coupled with that in the school also. So I found that it caused them to be more aggressive and more fearful, and the grades were not as high as I expected them to be. And so what I did was I have to change the school itself, not necessarily change the children to fit in the school. So the school itself would have to change for the students, not the other way around. The students changing to fit the school.
A key component of this strategy was to replace corporal punishment with more positive means of discipline, such as the use of behavior plans and contracts in an effort to offset some of the violence that students may have been exposed to in their communities and in their homes.
We use different strategies to deal with student misbehavior. For example, I use in my classroom like a behavior plan where they will have to take time out from the lesson and be responsible for whatever they miss during the time the class is going on to fill out the behavior plan. I also have a set of classroom rules and the consequences and rewards that can be awarded if they disobey or they follow the classroom rules. And I find that to work much for the students because most times they like rewards than the consequences. Say for example, being held in for break or during lunchtime, I say, well, if you misbehave in a particular way, then they would not get any lunch break. They will get their lunch, but not the break after they had their lunch.
Another aspect of the strategy was to enhance the curriculum by including the teaching of social skills and values such as honesty, hard work, love and respect, and teaching students about their history to build a greater sense of self-worth. In addition, the teaching strategies were also improved with a focus on cooperative learning, where the stronger students help the weaker students, and also a deliberate attempt was made to place best teachers at the infants level to give a strong foundation during the early years. The physical environment of the school was also enhanced, for example, to reinforce a welcoming and nurturing classroom. Curtains sewn by community members were placed in each classroom to give it a homely atmosphere. The strategy also included providing opportunities for greater participation of students in the school's affairs. For example, students have developed their own anti-littering campaigns. They've also formed a peer mediation centre and a students' council.
Having a student council is very important. It helps the children to associate better instead of the strap have to be used, and as I said earlier, it's better for them to associate with one another, because as we know, the test standards are coming up and we don't want to be one person this side, one person that side. We want them to join together and help each other so everybody could get good grades. So I think that the student council is very important in each school.
Key stakeholders were also brought on board. These included past students who presently attend high school but volunteer their time to work with students in extracurricular activities such as brownies and cups. Outreach was also done to the community. For example, a handbook was developed on rights and responsibilities, which was shared with community business such as shopkeepers, who were encouraged to reward students for their good behavior.
The development of a handbook with students' responsibility, parents' responsibility, teachers' rights and responsibility for everybody who are involved in the school, and also the community. So we send that also to the community, and we ask the shopkeepers that this is our plan, this is the social skills we want to focus on. And we say, you know, once a child comes to the shop and they say good morning, good afternoon, the same thing we're focusing on, that they were asked which school they attended, and so they were given a book or pencil, and this is currently being done still.
Community members have also been encouraged to implement after-school developmental programs for the students.
I went out, I recruited volunteers, and I'm still recruiting volunteers to come into the school, Irish Town, and one other primary school, and they provide one-on-one with the student for a half an hour. So usually I ask a volunteer to donate at least 1 hour a week, and most of the volunteers are able to come right here during the day and work in the classroom with the teacher with the information we provide for them.
So, what have been the results to date? There appears to be a greater culture of respect among the students.
Well, I find that they interact with each other on a better level. For example, instead of shouting at each other, they will ask kindly. If they would like anything, they would raise their hand to speak, and I find that they have more manners.
The school environment is now safer and more secure.
The classrooms look 100 times better than they used to. They didn't have doors and the chairs were missing, and he has been diligent in going out there getting funding to get this fixed and to get that fixed. So I've seen 100% change in this school since I started in 2005.
Students' leadership skills are being enhanced as they are resolving their conflicts through peer counseling and mediation.
We have the peer mediator. They take care of the problems in the school instead of the teachers have to use the strap on children, and they help all the students in the school with their problems instead of it turning to violence. The teachers are more relaxed. The children, after the counseling, they wouldn't do the same thing the second time, and everything is going well.
Parents and the community are more actively involved and are supportive of the changes they are seeing.
This school made a 360 degrees turnaround based on how it was maybe 6, 7, 8 years ago. You know what I'm saying? It really made a turnaround. Before, so maybe class might have been interrupted 7 years ago, like gang fights, etc., etc. You know, so it's really now a smooth going school.
The Irish Town Primary School, embracing the global vision of child-friendly school and impacting their students' lives one step at a time.
I really appreciate the fact that the school have taken the initiative to have this outreach program, trying to reach out. In other words, they're playing a role like the disciples of Christ. They are fishers of children, so to speak, right? Because without the children, you got a weak nation.